Setting up, being very slow. All right, we are good to go. We are streaming on YouTube, and I will send that over to NC100 later. And we can go ahead and go. All right,
All
so
right.
welcome everybody. This is our, and of course, YouTube is making a bunch of sound. All right, now it's good. So everybody's with us. Thanks for being patient. Um, we are streaming on YouTube today, and we will send it over to NC100. So people normally look at us on Facebook, they won't be able to see this till later. But just welcome everybody to our what is this? This is our first September
Yeah.
gathering of NC League and YMCA. We got a room full of folks here. That's why we're doing some social distance, some masks here at the Regional Area Foundation, some voter registration stuff. So I'm gonna put some stuff in the chat. There's some links that people can use to help people register to vote. Be thinking about supporting local candidates and not so much about the federal stuff, but stuff you can impact. So there'll be information in the chat. We're gonna play Kahoot, and I'm gonna get that set up. And while I'm setting that up, Felton, I did want to have a chance for Ms. Hensley, who joined us this week, to say hello.
Miss Hensley, you have the floor.
Oh, great. Good morning, everyone. My name is Adrienne Hensley. I am a former educator. I taught math at Reesville Middle School, and I also taught at South End Elementary School. And I am so happy to be joining you guys and so excited. And I just hope I can bring forth and add to what you guys have already created. Thank you for having me.
All right.
That sounds like you are still an educator. There's no formal
That's
to
right.
that. So,
Always,
yeah,
always.
That's true. It's hard to turn it off, to be honest.
absolutely.
An update real quick too before we go into the Zoom. We always are totaling up the points. So every time that you join and you play Kahoot, you earn points, and we put that towards something, usually something pretty cool. And for the months of July and August, we added up points, and then you guys that have been joining us and being participating have opportunity to have more chances to win a really great prize. So we have one of our folks that's on the call today that won a Google Chromebook. So we did a random drawing, and Miss Kelby Swindell is the winner of a brand new Chromebook. So thank you so much for participating, and we're happy to hand that off to you. We'll try to figure out how to make that happen. But thank you so much for being a part of our group and contributing, all you guys that hang out with us um, and participate. There's a couple things we always can kind of give away, and we're happy to do so. So we do have a couple things that we will have up for grabs at the end of October. A couple things we'll announce at our next week's meeting, trying to figure out exactly what those things are. Maybe another Chromebook, maybe a PS4 game or something like that. Also want to appreciate and finally got Jalen his PS4 headset that he won back in July. So let's get ready to play our game.
One second, Meryl, if it's okay. You got to set up for the game.
Ready to go.
All right, Kelby, you want to say a few words?
Yeah.
Receiving your wonderfully and well-earned prize, and I'll volunteer to grab it next week, Meryl, if you want to leave it there.
It'll work.
Go ahead, Kelby.
I just want, you said I won the Chromebook?
You won the Chromebook. Yes, you did.
Yay! Yeah.
Brand new.
That's all you got to say. That's fine. You won the Chromebook. All right, go ahead and set us up. So you show up, you got a chance. Absolutely. You show up, yeah. You got a chance to do something. So you've been showing up. Good that you have, and you've done well on the quizzes. So, Meryl, let's give other opportunities.
I'm gonna turn this meeting off. guys, if you want to play, you have to go to Kahoot, and it is 682-0686. 682-0686. We're gonna have a nice little game today. We got a lot of people on today. Everybody
jumped on fast. I'm slow with it.
So whoever finishes first or second gets a $25 Amazon gift card today. First or second. You got a couple minutes to get yourself together.
It's gonna be a good game here, man.
I see. Oh, it's gonna be a battle.
I think I might want in on the prizes this time. You know, I can buy some books with Amazon gift cards. You know,
I need to give away this thing I can't make work. I bought this little fancy microphone.
Uh-oh.
That's what I was trying to use today. It doesn't work. Well, at least I hadn't figured it out. So, all right, who we got? Oh, we got a lot of people. Give people 60 more seconds. We'll get in there. This one is all over the place. It's got stuff all over the place.
If you fell out, log back in. I saw some people that disappeared. So if you fell out, don't forget to wake up your phone.
All right. Are we ready to play? Do we think we're ready to play? You guys are here, are logged in, ready to go? All right. You playing, Miss Portia? Miss Portia trying to get.
I think her phone went to sleep. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Wait for that Peter shop to show up. Oh, here's another person. Oh, okay, that's Portia. Somebody else. All right. We're gonna go in 10 seconds. Are you logged on, Portia? You ready to go? Oh, she went over.
Jordan just joined us.
Jordan's on there? Okay.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Everyone. Okay, so somebody wants us to wait 2 more minutes. I think Kelby asked for waiting 2 more minutes.
How do you pause it?
I don't know.
I have no idea how to pause it.
Uh-oh. Can you hit the back button? I don't know.
I don't know how to do it.
We got to roll, Kelby.
Hold on a second.
Unless he can.
Let me go back button. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, nobody answered. Nobody answered.
But at least some of y'all got the advantage and know what the question was.
Yeah.
All right.
No, Kelby, we're gonna try to make it work. So.
And we're gonna start this and let me get a timer.
All right.
Once you turn your settings all the way down, it should be fine. January 20th. Oh, I'm trying to get in, so I'm trying to get in. Oh, you're trying to help. I'm setting this thing for 45 seconds.
Kelby and Cassidy is who we're waiting on, right?
681-6854. Set it for 45 seconds. These points will count towards a prize that we'll give away in October. 33 seconds.
Kelvin Cassidy, where you at? You asked us to reset, and where'd you go? I don't see your names in here.
Just remember the pin is 681-6854. But if you missed the first couple questions, you can always catch up. Are they in here yet?
I don't see him.
What's in the chat?
She was asking us to wait for her sister, and somebody's got to be getting ready to. There we go. Okay, she's that's right there.
They there?
Yeah. Can you hear her, Kelby?
Yeah, what's the pin number again?
681
Okay.
6854.
685.
Yeah.
I'm feeling generous. The top 3 will get a $25 gift card today. So if you make the podium, you get $25. If you make the podium. If you make if you make the podium.
Hey, Kelby, unmute just all right. Is Cassidy in?
Kelby's in.
No, she's having trouble getting in. But it's okay. You can go ahead and start.
Okay. Well, like I said, just write down the pin and she can jump in, maybe a little late, but she can get some points.
All right.
Write down 681-6854 is the pin.
Okay.
All right, let's rock and roll. 2, 1. All right, 15 questions. On January 2020, there were how many UNC basketball alumni playing in NBA, as well as this other number in the G League and overseas? So that's the minor leagues and over in other countries. How many NBA players went to UNC Chapel Hill that were playing in the league on January 1st of this year, and how many of them were in the G League or overseas? The answer is 15 in the NBA, 26 overseas in the G League. Next question. 15. It's worth all the points. With 10 platinum singles, 20 golds, 2 Grammys, and 1 American Music Award, this artist was arguably the 70s most decorated. You got to type this person's name in. And this is one of the questions that we had on the grown folks thing that we weren't able to do. So it'd be really interesting to see what the answers are here. There's only one right answer. Can some of our more tenured in life people answer this question? 10 platinum singles, 20 golds, 2 Grammys, 1 American Music Award. This artist was arguably the 70s most decorated music star. As far as
hey, let the people in the background know we can hear them, so they might want to keep it down.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, all the sounds here. They got the muters, can't mute us because they got to hear me.
Yep, that's it.
Let's see. Yeah, I bet it's gonna be some Michael Jackson answers. That's not it. Let's see what people said. IDK, Michael Jackson, Anita Baker, Diana Ross. The answer was Barry White.
What? I was a total guess and I got it right, man. that's all right. Hey, I really might want a prize, man. That was pretty major.
First up, man, I just got hit you. I need to give you like 25 cans right now. Who is credited with discovering rapper 50 Cent? Who is credited with discovering rapper 50 Cent? Was it Jay-Z? Was it Eminem, LL Cool J, or Ice Cube?
I don't feel like the correct answer is up there, but I'm gonna let that rock.
Yeah. Let the urban legend tell it. This is the person.
Yeah.
His name was Eminem. Ellie got it right. Next question. Migos are made up of the rappers Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff, but which one is connected to the rapper Sweetie? Big clue there. Migos are rapper Offset and Takeoff, but which one is connected to the rapper Saweetie? The answer is Quavo. Yeah. Which group did Candy Burris, who is famous for Real Housewives of Atlanta, and also the group Escape, who did she not write a hit song for? Who did she not write a hit song for? Destiny's Child, Jay-Z, Ed Sheeran, TLC. Who did she not write a hit song for? Jay-Z. A lot of people don't know she wrote The Shape of You for Ed Sheeran. Name the former UNC Tar Heel who was not a McDonald's All-American. So this player did not make the All-American game in high school. A lot of players go to Carolina play in this McDonald's game. It's a game for all of the high school players who are the top players in their state. Which one of these guys wasn't one of those? Luke May was not. That's a battle. What was the original name for the Kansas City Chiefs? They played on Thursday. What was the original name when they started playing? The Tribe, the Texans, the Wolverines, the Colonels? What was the original name for the NFL's Kansas City Chiefs? Do we know? Can we guess? It was the Texans. 4 people got that right. Those are probably guesses. According to Billboard, this artist had the best first week sales and streams of the year for an album release. Lil Baby, My Turn, Mac Miller, Circles, Boogie with the Hoodie, Artist 2.0, Lil Uzi Vert, Eternal, Tape. Who had the best first week sales and streams this year? Lil Baby, My Turn, best.
Now that was a guess.
That was a guess. I would have guessed. Where was 23-time major champion Serena Williams born? And a hot take here, she will not win another major. Just not in her cards. It's not. She is.
Oh, did she make it to the final round or something? I don't know.
When she gets to the top place, she can't beat him anymore. Saginaw, Michigan. It's super obvious. She used to be able to overpower people, but she can't do it anymore. But I mean, she is about 40. So that's what happens. State capitals. What's the capital of Washington State? What's the capital of Washington State? Y'all supposed to know this. What's the capital of Washington State? Olympia. Oh, here we go. True or false? The song Candy Rain was created by the group Drew Hill. The song Candy Rain was created by the group Drew Hill. Another one that was left over from grown folks thing that we didn't get to do. This will be a guess, but you got a 50-50 chance. False. Your parents taught you right. Next question. State capitals again. What's the state capital of Ohio? The state capital of Ohio. O-H-I-O. State capital. Columbus, good job. What's the state capital of California? San Francisco, LA, Sacramento, Oakland. What city is this? There you go, good job. Sacramento. All right. 2 left. Another state capital. What's the state capital of Kansas? it just Kansas, Kansas City, Lawrence, Topeka? What is the state capital of Kansas? Topeka. Last question. State capitals again. What's the state capital of New York? What's the state capital of New York? It is Albany. Good job. Let's see. All right, Kane Morgan. Kelby. Felton. Oh, so yeah, so who's the student that finished?
In fourth.
So Janae.
Janae, yep.
All right, good job. All right, guys, just make sure Kana, Kelby, Janae, just make sure. I think I have your emails, and just to make sure I don't forget, put your emails in the chat. And that way I can remember to send you your gift cards. They'll come via email. All right, then how do I stop sharing my screen? There we go. Take it away.
Well, I will say this. If Merrill is on board at some point and the quizzes remain in my domain of expertise, so to speak, we might have to create some new challenges centered around beating me off. So we'll have to give you guys some more motivation.
It's only because I did not play.
Is that what it was, Portia? I ain't have my.
That's exactly.
I didn't have my nemesis on the line. Anyway, with all of that being said, today's
kids, you did a great job, students.
Absolutely. Today's theme is kind of apropos for what was going on in Reedsville today in terms of voter registration and trying to make sure people understand why exercising their franchise is important and to go about it in the right way so that their voices can be heard and counted during this election season. So I decided to go with education and politics in the time of COVID. How are you managing in this unprecedented time? Because this is something that has not happened in our generation in terms of a global pandemic affecting our natural way of life. So we still have an election to make sure we're participants in if we're of the age to do so. And if you're not, you still need to know what that is like. You need to know what that process and what the buildup is like. And you need to look forward to participating in it. The pandemic should not affect us to the point that we're not active in voting and engaging in the politics of the day. Why? We had an election during the Civil War. How many of you guys do that? Anybody know that? Yeah, during the Civil War, there was an election, and that is how important politics and democracy is to this country. So do not be scared away from the polls. Be safe. If you go to the grocery store, kind of treat it the same way, put on a mask and go vote and get out of there. But do not be scared to go exercise your right to vote. And if you're a young person, learn about candidates now, because they'll still be around by the time you do get the right to vote. When you get 18, some of these same people that are on the ballots will be around, and you may need to know something that they did or didn't do that you liked or didn't like when you get to the point of being able to vote. And I'm speaking more specifically about local people. Understand that the national election process in terms of president, that's going to be the one that gets the most air. You're going to see commercials and all of that things, but you pay attention to your local politicians. Pay attention to those that are active in your areas so that you know who is working in your best interest. And know it now, because when you get 18, you can say, oh, I remember they did this or they didn't do that. Okay. With all of that being said, I do want to go around the room and check in with everyone and allow Ms. Hensley to reintroduce herself again. We have more people present, and let's begin with Ms. Hensley. I'm going to work my screen right to left.
Good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Adrienne Hensley. Some of you I see that are in this group, I have taught So hello again to you. If you do not know me, they tell me not to say former educator because I'm still an educator. But I recently taught at Reedsville Middle School as a sixth grade math teacher. And I also taught at South End Elementary School, third grade. And I also taught at Head Start. So some of you I had 3 times. I am so excited to be here and to join your group. And I just can't wait to see what happens in the future.
Thank you for that. Meryl, do you want to say a few words? You some reason you popped into that spot. So you want to say a few words to the group?
No, I was turning my camera back on. I went to go get some water. Sorry.
Okay, Portia, you're next in line. You want to say a couple words?
You gonna come back here?
Oh, they're right here. Good morning, everybody. I can't handle the feedback. I'm leaving the room. But good morning. I'm glad to see everybody on the line. Hey, we are ready, geared up and ready to go and ready to start a brand new session for 2020, 2021. I'm excited about seeing the people that are in the room and just can't wait to get started and hear what our students have to offer.
Right, thank you. Nasir.
Hi, my name is Nasir Majid. I started the Young Achievers program in 2019 at the Hayes Taylor Y.
How's this time in between now and how things been treating you?
It's been going fine. I'm starting to get used to online classes. I started my school year early.
Started your school year early at what school?
GTCC Middle College.
Okay, so what's your what are you, 16?
I'm 14.
14, okay. So in the time that you're embarking on some college oriented classes, I would say, as I was mentioning earlier, don't be afraid to engage in some political discussions. If they're asking you to take college level courses, then you should be asking college level questions. And right now is the perfect time to check on some poli-sci stuff. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks for sharing. Kelby.
Hi, my name is Kelby Swindell, and I started the Achievers program, I think last year. Yeah, that would be correct, last year.
All right, where you're at in your school journey?
For my school journey, I'm currently doing research on different colleges that best fit my profession that I want to be in the future, which
What's
is
that?
sports medicine. I want to be a physical therapist.
Okay. All right. And what grade are you currently in?
I am a junior.
All right. Yep. The time is now. All right. Janae.
Hi.
Hey.
I started last year, I think, and school's fine. I just started on a new novel.
You writing?
I want to be a novelist.
All right.
It's called All the Way Around with 365 pages.
I like that. So have you completed it or have you just started it? I couldn't make that out.
I'm on page 260.
Wow. Congratulations on that. That's a feat. Wow. That's awesome. What is it centered on, if you don't mind sharing, or do we need to wait till you're finished?
It's a realistic fiction, so it's like I'm named the weird girl of my class, so it's just another girl that's in junior high, and she's coping with how people react to her.
That sounds deep. So what is what grade are you in? Where are you at in school?
I'm in 8th grade.
Oh wow. Gosh. And you're already 200 and some pages into your first novel. I don't know. I'm super impressed by that. Keep up the awesome work. And please, when you get it done, come back to the group and give us a summary. And if you get it published all the way and you have some for sale, you have some buyers, I'm sure. Thank you. Kana Morgan.
Hi, my name is Kana Morgan. I'm in 7th grade at Retail Middle School.
And what are you interested in?
I want to be an entrepreneur or an interior designer.
You can do both. You can make one work for the other. That sounds awesome. Sounds super. Tango. Are you there, Tango? All right, well, let's let Jalen Johnson have a few words then.
My name is Jalen Johnson. I'm in 9th grade in McMichael High School. And when I grow up, I want to be an electrical engineer.
Man, solid. So what makes you so interested in being an engineer?
I think the best part about being an engineer is that you really get to see what's inside the wires and you get to see how it all works. And, in case if you got something at your house that isn't working, then you can just check on it yourself.
Oh, wow. So you need to make sure you're here for these cahoots. Maybe you'll get something to work on and take apart. Maybe you'll get that Chromebook next time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing. Thank everyone. That was awesome. I'm so happy to hear that so many of you have things that you are active in doing and interests that I am appreciative of, knowing that you guys are something.
It's me. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't see you.
This is Portia. My monitor's on the screen.
Oh, okay.
But we have some students that are sitting around the table.
Oh,
if you want to include them in the
absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
I tell you, y'all are like way off. I can't tell if it's students or adults. It's from the camera angle that that's being shown. You guys are far away. So yeah, let's need some other people.
If you guys want to take turns, like just taking a chair, you just grab it here, and you can say something. You just take turns. Who wants to go first?
As you guys are getting that together, Tango, are you able to say a few words really quickly before they get settled? Because I did see you pop in for a moment.
Yeah, hey guys.
Go ahead.
I'm happy to be here. I'm Tango Moore. I'm Kana Morgan's mom. I see Asha and India are on the call too. I'm also their moms. I don't know if George's on or not. But I'm the grants manager at Retail Area Foundation. I'm really proud of all you guys for being on. I hope you have an excellent school year and listening to your vision and dreams. Just remember, you can do whatever it is you want to do. And we are here to support you. I love writing, and Janae, if you need a reader, it's plenty of us in this house who like to write, and we'll support you in that. But just good morning to everybody, and so happy to see Miss Hensley. I don't know if she wants us to call her Miss Hensley or Adrian, but on the call, and she is one of the best teachers I've ever encountered, and I'm so thankful that we have my children.
Hold on, what's going on now? Okay, let's get that background right. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Tango.
I was just welcoming Adrian.
Okay. All right. Thank you for chiming in, Tango. Greatly appreciate it. I think that covers everybody in the space. And now we have some people that are actually live and in person together. This is it's just be safe. Got mask on. So yeah, sir, you have the floor.
Oh, my name is Keenan. I'm a senior at the early college, and I want to be a physical therapist.
All right. And what brought you to the realm of being a physical therapist?
Just finding a way to help people, and like medicine is consistent, so it's like guaranteed I would have a job. So
yeah. You're right about that. Right. Somebody's always gonna need some help. Thank you, and good luck with that. And what's your how old are you?
I'm 17.
17. So you won't make this election, huh?
No, not quite. But I did register to vote when I got my license. But yeah.
So you ready? Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miracle Thomas. I am a junior at Rockingham Early College High School, and I want to go to school to become a cardiac surgeon.
That's a lot of school. You ready for all of that?
Yes, sir.
It's like, what is it, 12 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you. I support that. I might need some hard help someday, so I'll be looking for you. So, what made you become so interested in cardiovascular surgery stuff?
My father, he passed away from heart failure.
Oh, sorry to hear that, but that is something that seemingly makes sense when something affects you personally. You become interested in how to fix it. That's awesome. I salute you for that, Miracle. I really do. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Velda Thomas, and I'm a freshman at Rockingham Early College. And my dream job is to become an astronaut.
Oh, wow. Good, great. What? So you trying to do interplanetary stuff, or you trying to go to Mars, huh?
Yes, sir.
I guess you fall into the age bracket of the people they will be recruiting for that trip. So hey, good luck with that. What makes you so interested in going to other places?
Because I have a deep desire for space, and I just feel like when I say I want to go outside the box, I really literally mean I want to go outside this world. So.
So tell me this: have you been checking with? I guess NASA's still functional on some levels. I know they're not as, or at this point, I know SpaceX, the guy who did Tesla, can't think of his name right now, but
Elon Musk.
Okay, so have you been in contact with any of those places?
I haven't got any notifications from them. I know they just did some flight. They just shipped some rocket. I don't know the name of it, but they just shipped that. Okay. I think it was probably like a month ago. But other than that, I haven't got any important information.
So how old are you right now?
15.
15. Okay, so I'm gonna say, look, you're doing something that is very niche. It's something you probably need to be focusing on right now. So send an email, let them know you're interested to SpaceX, NASA, whoever, and find out what the steps are, especially from the age you're at now, because I'm sure they would appreciate somebody who's shown interest for a number of years. So just Google them. You guys have an extreme luxury in being able to just type something into the interweb and find it. So look them up and get in contact with them. You never know.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good to meet you. Now, is that everyone in the space, or am I missing some people?
We got 2 more.
All right. Let's keep them coming. All right.
Hey y'all, I'm Asha and I'm a junior at UNCG. My major is psychology.
Spartan pride.
Yes.
So you are of voting age.
I am. Mm-hmm.
Are you prepared to exercise your franchise?
Yes. This is my first presidential election, so I'm excited, but also these are not the best candidates, but fine.
You have to join. You are an adult. You have to join us on the Thursday show to get more political. But we'll keep it. We'll keep it above board here. But yes, I'm glad. So something very important is that she is doing with her franchise is actually being critical of her choices, which is her right. And that's why we'll say, for everybody on that gets to the point of exercising the franchise, pay attention to your local level leaders. Those are the ones that you need to focus on more than anything else. Those things that they do are going to affect you before you get to any federal level of being affected by something. So pay attention to those leaders, because sometimes you are limited in the choices at the top. But yeah, so now what is your major?
Psychology.
Psychology. Okay, so you want to help people get through things from a mental standpoint. we need more Black psychologists. So please stay the course.
I
And
agree.
yes, absolutely, stay the course, and hopefully, you'll see some rewards for you for that work later in life, because that is a thing that is very necessary. Thank you for speaking and introducing yourself. And I say we got one more.
Hi, everyone. I'm India Moore. I'm a sophomore at the George Washington University. My major is psychology. I'm also studying public health and creative writing.
Awesome. So you're right down the street from where it all happens.
Yeah.
You're right down the street from the meat factory where it all gets churned up and made into hamburger. So how has George Washington University been treating you?
Last year was really good. I think there are so many opportunities in DC, and through like federal work study, I was able to actually work at one of the Smithsonian. So that was a really cool opportunity. But
Wow.
yeah,
So can you speak a little bit more about what it's like to explore career paths, even from just the internship perspective, of things that you may not have even thought about or been considered or introduced to you at any point? Because I don't know if anybody on this call just knows that working for the Smithsonian is a thing. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think there are so many opportunities for different types of internships, not even just having to do with politics. There are so many opportunities in lots of cities. And I would also just say it's definitely important to just explore all of the options that are out there for you. Because even for me, public health wasn't something I knew I was even interested. I didn't know much about it. But since going to school, I've taken courses in that and grown more interested in it, and seen that it really aligns with my values. So yeah, I would just say it's important to go out and explore what's out there.
Absolutely. And then one last question. So you are of voting age, and you're engaging in the franchise, I'm certain. So is there anything that you would say to the young people on this call about the importance of getting some political knowledge and wherewithal and understanding what local leaders and national leaders do?
Yeah, I think it's really important to know, kind of like what you were saying about local elections, because I think there's always a lot of focus and emphasis on, the presidential elections, but there are so many other things that affect us more immediately that are also important.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is that everyone?
Yep.
All right. Thank you all. This has been awesome. This is a, as Portia said, 20 to 2021. This is like the kickoff for the new football season. We're gonna have a good time going forward, and some good people, some good energy. And I know some of you will be here and there because college requires different things and different amounts of attention. And I know some of the other young folks may even be starting jobs, even though the circumstances of our social life are different. There's still progress and things that happen in life that keep you from being engaged all the time. But we look forward to you and your friends and whoever else you might invite into this space being in some level of consistency. It's important to commit to something and to do it. And Kelby's a good example of what happens when you do that. Her winning that Chromebook was because she participated. She showed up. So everybody that's here, if anytime you can, come into this space and we'll have some good times, some good conversation. I actually did accomplish what I wanted to in terms of engaging on a political level and catching up with you guys and seeing how everybody was handling the COVID situation. If there's something else that we want to address and engage in, and Portia, I know you might have something to talk about as far as coming weeks. So if you want to do that now, that would be perfect.
Okay, bring up to the stage here.
I'm not going to come up. We were having a conversation prior to coming on about a lot of things, a whole lot of things. One in particular was, how do you use your voice at this particular stage in your life to advocate? for changes in your community, changes in your school, changes wherever. So that may be something to a conversation starter.
So I will give this bit of knowledge. Portia, don't go nowhere because I want you to back me up on this one thing, and I'm gonna do a big connective bit of political discussion, politicking. So there's never a time that is not right for you to engage in politics, no matter what your age. Something that Portia and I know that still takes place is a program down in Raleigh where we used to take a bunch of young people to understand the process of getting a bill through Congress and signed into law and things of that nature. And that was a YMCA venture that a lot of times people that look like us in terms of Black Americans were not represented in high numbers. So understand that these programs are out there for you to become engaged in understanding what politics is at an early age. And to take it outside of North Carolina, I was actually in DC a couple years ago. It might have been last year. And the hotel I stayed at, it was just jam-packed with all of these young people. And they were young Republicans. And there were hundreds of them. And they were there to understand the higher levels of government and how it worked. Needless to say, once again, we're not represented in terms of appearance at the very least, because everybody's mindset can be different. No, we're not a monolith, but we were not represented in that space either. And that is where the foundation of how this country of ours functions is. So if you're not represented and you're not being heard, how can you expect the things that happen here to reflect your morals and values and what you're about? So Portia, if you could just say a couple words, because I know I haven't been in a couple years, but
I have Keenan here. Keenan attended the government last year. He's attended for the past 3 years, 2 years. Okay, this is Keenan's first year. I'm sorry, we've had several that have done 3 years. So Keenan can speak on his experience and why he thought it was important.
Awesome.
To attend youth and government from to the people that looked like him, to some of the lessons that he learned and some of the pushback that he received and challenges that were there.
Awesome.
Well, I guess I can just start from the beginning. So our delegation was all Black. And I don't really think there was another all Black delegation. I do remember seeing, a few Black people here and there, but I mean, it was just, for me, it was difficult coming up, drafting a bill to cater to everyone, because I try to, keep everyone included. But I mean, if everyone is not oppressed, then, they don't really need extra help and stuff like that. But our bill was about sexual assault victims being notified after their rape kit was tested. And it passed. We got through the Senate, we got through the House, and we got through the governor's cabinet. And we also had like our special session, and that is where I received pushback, because I was selected to be a intent speaker about a bill that promoted racial equity amongst charter schools, and it did not pass. So I got mad and I honestly left, because I just felt like, I mean, yeah, it was a mock bill, but I mean, that is like a like real life issue. And I just feel like people from our generation were so, insensitive by saying that they would have an advantage and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think they would have an advantage, but if they did, that wouldn't be so bad, because they already, I mean, the white kids have an advantage. We are disproportionately affected regarding education and stuff like that. So I was cut off. Like, he was just like, you're done. Like, he started yelling over me and stuff like that. So then I didn't realize it, but Khalees told me that. I looked at him with like acrimony. So after that, I just left, because I mean, I do not tolerate racism. And I mean, I understand that I am young and I will have to try to work around it and work with people who, are prejudiced and racist and stuff like that. But I mean, that's just not what I want to do. So if I don't have to do that, then I'm not. So since my bill had passed, I just left the session.
Okay. So let me ask you this, because you are engaging in some issues that are high level. And although we know that that is a dress rehearsal for your future, or if you desire to a future in politics and understanding how things work, I'm going to challenge you on one aspect of that. The reality is that if that was the real space of getting something accomplished, the emotion could be expressed, but what would it serve you not to stay and fight in that space? Because as you stated already, there's not many people there that may have that sense of morality or integrity that you exuded. So if you were in that real space, do you think you would handle it a little different?
I don't know. I don't. In that moment, I mean, after they voted no, that was it. That was pretty much all we could do. It wasn't like we could. I mean, we called for a division and stuff like that, and we was like literally in the front yelling division. But he was like heard and unwarranted. So I was just like peace out. I just left. So but I guess afterwards, I would try to revisit the issue on the more, I mean, after hearing, because you can go in and think about counter arguments, but you're not going to come up with all of them. So just thinking about, all of the counter arguments and stuff like that, we could counter the counter arguments. I guess it sounds a little corny, but I mean, yeah.
No, that's politics. That's exactly what it is. It's a back and forth argument that's supposed to be based on some levels of decorum. But what I'm getting at is don't be discouraged. Understand that. Go home and recalibrate. If you or anybody else decides to participate in politics, it's an ongoing discussion. It's a never-ending debate. So if you get rejected or shut down on those terms, then what you were saying or alluding to just now is important. Go restructure your argument, strengthen it, address whatever they shut down and made you feel like, or didn't allow you to continue based on, and make the argument again. That's how it works. So I greatly appreciate you sharing that, and that's what youth in government gives those that participate the opportunity to do, to understand and see how the hamburger is made, so to speak. Yeah. It's a process. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I do recall those days, Portia. It was a beautiful experience to see these young people go and engage in court and build legislation and all of these wonderful things. They get up and go to work in the morning. It was all right. So I'm glad you got to take part in that, man. Really appreciate that. All right.
And for the other people on the line, we are going to have a form of youth in government this year. We just don't know what it's going to look like. It will be virtual though. So the door is still open. I think a lot of us as Black folk just don't know the process. So the more that we can do at this level and at this age to help our students understand the process, then we can start to enact change. And when you start talking about politics, we're not just talking about DC and voting and that sort of thing. There are politics involved in everything. So like you say, just don't, try to regroup, restructure, and come back again. Sometimes it's not about trying to convince someone. It's just opening the door for conversation and me learning to understand what's going on and seeing your perspective.
Hey, no truer words. Anybody else want to add anything to this conversation, discussion before we begin to wrap it up? Ms. Hensley, I know you're new to the space. I'd like to get some of your thoughts on today, or what you may see going forward. And you don't have to go all the way to the 1000th degree. I know we'll be talking, but just anything that you saw today that was good that you missed, or that could have been.
I just wanted to say to all the students, I am so proud to hear such passion. One of the things you struggle with as an educator is how to build that motivation and passion in a student. And some children, it's intrinsic, it comes out, but there's some that it's there and you try to get it to where it needs to be. But to sit here and listen to all of these students involved and with the heart and with the drive, it is almost a tearful moment for me because these are our African American children that, you know, aren't getting the attention that they need, and people don't see this side. They don't see this side. And I think sometimes people see so much negative. There's so much positive here. And I just wanted to say that I love this.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to do and if Portia, if you want to interject and do something different, I was going to do a streamlined version of Head, Heart, and Feet and just ask that everybody say about 3 or 4 words to sum up their experience today, but you can definitely amend that. So let me know what you think.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. You go ahead and do that. But I just wanted to follow up on something that I saw, proud of your passion for racial equity from Tango. His passion, Keenan's passion, has led the YMCA of Metro, the Metro YMCA, to appoint him as the teen representative to the Diversity, Inclusion, and Global Engagement Committee. We had an onboarding for the YMCA, so Metro Y could be part of the DIG committee for YUSA. And he and 2 other students were included in the meeting, the onboarding meeting. And as they had conversation, within that conversation, it was saying, okay, if you value teens and teen programming needs to be a part of what it is that you're doing, why are we not included? You know, my life stops at the Y when I stop playing basketball in the 7th grade, or when I stop playing soccer in the 5th grade. There's nothing for teens to do from the 5th grade up until we turn 18. So the administration heard that, and they wanted to appoint a teen representative, and Keenan is the teen representative for the DIG committee for the Metro Y of Greensboro. So congratulations, Keenan. And that's he doesn't like for me to toot his horn, but you know that's something that's something to recognize. It really is. He used his voice. They all used their voice, and he rose to the occasion. And so now he's representing.
Congratulations, Keenan, from everyone. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. So what I want to do, and this should not take any more than 3 or 4 minutes, I want everyone to be formulating right now while I'm talking, just 3 or 4 words to sum up the day. Anything you got, anything you gave, anything you feel, just make it a head, heart, and feet that's in summation. So just think about that. I'm going to go around the room to the students, adults. I think I can appreciate your sentiment without you sharing it. I think we all are in agreement that this is an awesome space. So I'm going to the youth and those in the room. If you could, 6 feet apart, line up and just get by the camera and say a couple words. I'm coming to you guys last, so you'll be the ones to just sum it all the rest of the way up. Just get ready to walk in front of that monitor and say your words. So let's start with Nasir.
So what I found interesting about the meeting was how you guys were talking about different things you can do to change laws and how you can be a change to like your community, and like you don't have to wait to do that, and you can do it now. And you're talking about how people are talking about how you can pay attention to local politicians and see how they can like see how you can influence them to make an impact. And then you shouldn't be afraid to like use your right to vote, and you shouldn't be afraid to like you shouldn't be afraid to express yourself and believe in the leader you want to have to influence the people that's going to be there after you die.
Well said. Your vote is to be earned, not expected. That's well said. Nasir. Learn who you're going to vote for and make sure that they're doing stuff that's in your interest. Kelby.
Sorry, I missed that.
I like the meeting today because I like to hear. I learned what other people want to do when they grow up and their story behind why they want to be in that profession when they get older. Yeah, that was nice to hear what other people want to be.
Awesome, thank you. Janae.
In the meeting, I just like that we have all our goals together because our goal is what's gonna get us big in life. And you don't have to have it ready now, but you just have to have an idea of what you want to do.
Be taking the steps. Good word, Janae. Good word. Kana?
I'm excited that Miss Hensley is here for the NC 100 program.
Thank you. Getting some flowers, Miss Hensley. Jalen.
So I thought that this week's NC 100 was spectacular and inspiring because we had a whole lot of, people talking and gave a lot of good examples, told their stories, and I just wanted to say, congratulations to Keenan, stuff like that.
Thank you, Jalen. And I want everyone on this call that is not showing themselves to take note. Jalen, that was great. It's great to see you, and we do appreciate those that don't mind turning the camera on. Thank you for doing that. Everybody in the room, do a quick run by of your words if you can, safely. Don't trip, don't fall, and make sure you maintain your social distancing.
I just want to share real quickly before they do that, is I put in the chat, there are 2 links in there for people to share. You can share with adults and other voters how to do an online pledge to vote. It's just helping you make a plan and get a reminder. So that's all that is. All right.
Good stuff.
So today was my first NC 100 achievers meeting, and I just found it like really empowering to like hear all the different perspectives, and yeah, I feel like I learned a lot about everybody here and a lot about the different perspectives of our world.
Thank you.
Same for me. It was my first NC 100 call, and I just found everyone to be so inspiring. And I enjoyed hearing from such a range of students, from 7th grade all the way up through college, and just hearing how aspirational everyone is.
Great.
I will take with me better medium to use my voice.
Thank you.
That's funny.
Is that everybody?
Yeah, it's everybody, man. This is outstanding.
Hey, unless there's somebody who's dissatisfied and it's not me, I've just got my hand up for example. Raise your hand. I don't think we have any hand raises. Look, thank you all for coming, and we appreciate the time and the place and the space. And man, it must have been a reason for you guys to get rained out, because I think being in that space and the level of intimacy you're allowed to have, even though we're under some restrictions, I think that's a good place to be in.
Yeah, we did some brainstorming too to think of other ways to kind of get the word out, digital.
Absolutely.
Leveraging social media, all that type of stuff. So yeah, look at God.
Hey, and listen, speaking of that, there is a good note left by Portia. Hey, invite other people to the space. The more the merrier. This is actually for you guys. We're here. It's like a little, pushing in pride or just, creating some talking points, but this is for you guys to engage, to get edified and to feel good about where you are in life, so that you know what's coming and you can share each other's experience in real time. It's all for help and it's all for good. So appreciate everyone being here. You guys enjoy the rest of this weekend as best you can. And we will be back in touch in another week or 2 weeks, I think. And always be thinking, as you experience school and the new adjustments to everyday life, something that you want to bring to the table and share with us here. So it's always going to be about the update too. So just think about things as you go along. But thanks everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yeah. Congrats again to Kelby. You'll get that computer through Felton.
All right. I'll grab it next week, Kelby. I'll bring it by. Y'all be good.
All right.
Thank you.
Meryl, do you need me to stay on?
You hang on for a second.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You stop the stream. I'll try to, but I don't think it's gonna let me.
Yeah, I will stop the stream. Bye-bye, YouTube.